So on a regular basis, guess what I see? A lot of talk when it comes to marriage, it be about that what? Prenup. It be about that prenup. And recently, I just read about Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, and his fiance, Sarah Jane Ramos, have called off their wedding because, you guessed it, she said, I'll be damned if I'm signing that prenup paperwork. She refused to sign it. What y'all think about that? This is a real deep conversation. Dak just got a huge $240 million contract extension, and his current girlfriend, fiance, won't joint property. They went on a trip. This is what I'm reading. This was allegedly reported. They had a conversation in a hotel, led to a massive disagreement, argument. She called it quits. The wedding was actually planned for next month in Italy, was called off, and guests are getting cancellation emails. Where are you? What's your thoughts on that? What you think about that? The power of the prenup. You hear me? The power of the PUSSY. That's why every mother in the world dress fly. Every baller that can afford it. Listen, let's talk about the prenup, right? Because I think it's a bad, very bad narrative out there dealing with the prenup. When a lot of people hear the word prenup, they immediately think a lack of love, or he don't love me, or trust. But in reality, a prenuptial agreement is not about planning for a divorce. It's actually about planning for the future. Follow me. Don't let that go over your head. Okay? A prenup is simply put into place where it's a legal agreement made before marriage that outlines how assets, debts, finances will be handled if this business dissolves. You heard it? If the business dissolves, if the marriage ends. And the truth is, prenups are actually becoming more common and more practical in modern relationships. It's a business move. Let's talk about it. Marriage is an emotional thing, but it's not only emotional. It's also a legal contract. It's a legal binding contract that you got to get a seal from the state that you get. We know all this, or we want to go do some research on it. When two people marry, their finances become intertwined. Without a prenup, the state decides how things are going to be divided if the marriage ends. Who want that? That means the court, not the couple. The court, not the couple. The court, not the couple, determine who gets what. Come on, man. The prenup get a couple control over their own financial future instead of leaving those decisions to a judge. The prenup protects assets that existed before the marriage. This could include businesses, investments, savings, real estate, intellectual properties, family inheritances. I mean, come on. Stop hating on the prenup. Think about this. If somebody spent years building something before getting married and the prenup ensues, that asset remains clearly identified with who it belongs to. It's protecting both parties. If it doesn't mean the other party don't get anything. That's what we get it misconstrued. It just simply means things are transparent from the beginning. And what I learned that a lot of prenups do, what I feel, what I see, what I witness, because we try not to deal in feelings. So scratch that. But I try to align my feelings with truths. Prenups actually reduce conflict. One of the biggest reasons divorce become messy is because couples never have clear financial expectations in the first place. So when this marriage dissolves, It's a money play. It's money. Money is one of the top reasons marriages fail. These facts. A prenup enforces the couples to have an honest conversation about money, spending, debt, financial goals, where we headed, responsibilities for this paper. And ironically, those conversations can actually strengthen the relationship. You hear me? Let's talk about it. But you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. But you wasn't tell Lucy, I say, I'm tearing holes in my budget. Prenups can protect you and me, not just the one with the most money. Yeah. A lot of people think prenups only benefit the rich. That's simply not true. A prenup can outline spousal support expectations, debt protection, financial responsibilities during our marriage. Okay, we're not going in this to go to war. We're going in this to see if we can build this lineage and this legacy together. And in case something go wrong, prenup. It'll ensure that both parties are treated fairly, than rather leaving everything up to the court system. Because you know how the court system can be. Because they want to get in there and take some of your money on. And the prenup represents a level of clarity and accountability. And when you write these things down and it's agreed upon before marriage, it's less room for confusion later. We don't have to go to court. We don't have to fight. We don't have to go across each other's head. We just go into war. Nobody never really buys a life. Think about it like a life insurance policy. Nobody never really buys a life insurance policy hoping something happen to their person. I might want to rethink that. No, but for real, I'm being honest. They buy it in case something unexpected happens. It's just a level of provision and protection that happens. They buy it for that. Marriage should absolutely be about love, partnership, and building a life together. Yeah. But it also should be about wisdom, transparency, and planning. Okay? Because we all know when getting their feelings, anything can go any which way. The strongest relationships aren't afraid to have difficult conversations and face them head on. And sometimes the power of a prenup isn't about preparing for the divorce. It's about protecting peace, fairness, clarity, serenity from day one. So are you signing that prenup or not?